Hi and welcome to How to Use CAD. For today's tutorial we're going to take a look at a single story side extension to a flat in Norwood, South London. I liked this project. It was small, it was low budget, but it was transformative because it gave life to the back of the property for a single parent with 3 little kids. The client also got us to project manage the build, which means we have a few photos to show you as the build was progressing. So if you've watched a few of these architect plans tutorials, then hopefully you're getting the idea what this is all about. It's all very well learning CAD and learning how to, draw lines and circles and so on and so forth, and that's all about that's all theory. But you need to learn how to apply it. This is the reality. This is the reality as to how we apply some of the skills, and this is within the architectural services sector. So as I say, whilst you may very well be becoming very skilled at using CAD, the biggest problem you're going to have is understanding more about the buildings and the nature of the buildings. So it doesn't matter where you live, you need to start developing an understanding and a better, more knowledge about these buildings. So for example, I spent 30 years doing architectural design plus property development in London, and of course the architectural design was great, but I also learned a lot from the property development, because as a younger person I was more than happy to get in with the builders and rip things down and help put them back together again. So the reality is I end up with a vast knowledge of how Victorian buildings or period properties are built. So I know exactly what I can do with them, and I can have a good understanding of what I can expect to see before I unveil something. So when I'm drawing and designing, I can anticipate what that's going to look like. So on this particular project, now this is a Victorian property which was converted about 30 odd years ago into 2 flats. Excuse me. On this little one, it was done poorly. It wasn't a great conversion. Just the standard and quality of work was generally low key. I mean, little things like this, as you can see, a window disappearing into the roof space. Up here, you got rainwater going into a hopper, which is going down and into this particular flat. These pipes are exposed within the flat, so it's ad hoc. This was added on, but this isn't new either. This was added on probably 20 years early. It's got a mixture of metal windows, wooden windows, rendering, stonework, and of course it's a lower level, which means you've got a small room in there, which was a kitchen and a toilet, or a kitchen and a bathroom, but you had it at different levels, so it was really quite dreadful. Anyway, the idea or the plan was to rip out this section, this white building, this conservatory style add-on, and put a proper extension on it, a little bit higher, a little bit wider, and roughly the same length, and then open it all up to make it one big room. So when we did the plans, what I decided was, for example, this is how it was before. All of this is fine. This is a period property, usual features, but when you came through here, the kitchen was absolutely cramped, and then you got this big huge bathroom in the end, boiler in the cupboard here. So the first thing I picked up on was it should be in reverse, in the sense that size wise the bathroom needs to be slimmed down and the kitchen needs to be enlarged. And then this is the sunroom, this needs to come out and then build a proper extension. So this is what I ended up offering up to the client, and basically kept it all simple. So we shrunk the bathroom down. You can see that was the old walls where we took out walls. The bathroom went down, almost cut in half. Kitchen got extended considerably, which meant a good few more units. And then we took out this section here. By keeping this wall, it reduced costs, but it allowed the client to have more units. So it wasn't that we didn't want to take the wall out. It was in fact that there was 2 or 3 little units there, and because the wall was there already in the window, then it was left. So it was agreed it was okay. So again, the little sunroom got demolished, and we increased the size out to about 3 meters in total, and offered up some bifold. Client then later on, he said, "Oh, can we have a window here?" Which is something that we probably overlooked, probably because we were cost conscious. I was looking at doing a roof lantern on day one, but they said, no, we don't want a roof lantern. But later on, he kind of came around and said, yes, can we have a window there? And then towards the end of the project, the client came back and said, yes, we think we'd like a roof lantern, and we think we have enough money to have one. So we added it in. And we have a little look through at the photos. That's basically before and after. This is getting near. The builders aren't quite finished yet, but you got an idea as to the little sunroom gone and a new extension. And of course, client did get his roof lantern. Pretty simple. It was only about 1200 wide, but it was absolutely fine. From the inside, this 2-dimensional view meant this place was completely lit up. Also, we put in, as you can see, this is floor to ceiling on the doors. The bifolds, 3 doors, recessed lighting, windows again straight up to the ceiling, no lintel here. It's all done above within the roof area. Again, nothing special here, but I'll tell you what we did have, and that was we had a major issue with the drainage. Because it was 2 flats, and the 2 flats, you're not allowed to build over a manhole that has drainage from 2 flats. So in other words, if you've got a conversion going and it's 2 or 3 flats and the manhole is within the area where you want to do an extension, then get ready to have to do a Thames water agreement and spend quite a bit of money on relocating an inspection chamber to a different position. So in our case, what we did was we had all this dug out, and then when ready, this manhole was dropped down level with the pipes, and a new inspection chamber was put outside of the new extension, and the pipes were connected and rerouted. Serious bit of work there. So the new manhole is actually here underneath. This is for a rainwater gully, and you can see the brickies there. They're starting to build up. So interesting little project, lovely project to do, and didn't take long. I think it was about 8 weeks from start to finish. What else can I tell you? Simple enough. Lovely project, lovely client, very happy to do that one, very happy to be involved. And the cost was about £45,000, or in the region of about £45,000, and for that, and they got a lovely modern home that they can use. Last time I was there, they got a little TV there, they got a lovely couch there, kids are playing, got easy access to the loo and the kitchen, and then this is the dining room next to the kitchen, but this little family room at the back is lovely, which means technically, if they wanted to, if they go to sell this property, this lounge becomes a bedroom, which means they have in fact added on significant value to the flat by adding this extension. So they might have spent 40 odd K as in building this new extension, but they would have had, because of where it is in South Norwood, London, they're likely to have added in the region of £90,000. So again, lovely increase in capital value. All patio, this was landscaped as well. The turf was replaced, and the same patio was used, basically taken up at the start of the build and then relaid and put back together again with a few new bits, and it looked absolutely fine. Let's see, any of the photographs show that. In part, yeah, you can see the patio has gone back down again. new turf here, etc., and some chippings and bits and pieces. So it actually looked lovely, especially all cleaned up and all the builder's rubbish gone. Once the plants take hold again and everything settles in, an absolutely lovely home. So yeah, very enjoyable project to do, and like I say, it wasn't certainly wasn't a difficult project. It's just a simple, and sometimes a simple approach. Keep it neat, keep it low cost. Don't go crazy with it, and sometimes the simple ideas are best. And this was a simple idea that the client had enough money to see it through, and it got done, and we're very pleased to have been involved with it. So again, now hopefully you can learn from these little projects and learn how to apply the CAD skills that you're learning on drawings like this. So next time you get asked, or if you get asked, maybe you're doing it already, maybe you're a technician or you're doing architect plans for extensions and conversions, all these kind of projects. But this is a great experience for young technicians or young people who are getting involved, at the earliest stages, because it's a simple project. They're very simple, so they're great to cut your teeth on, so to speak. But hopefully you've enjoyed this. Maybe you've learned quite a bit from it. Don't forget to leave a comment or two if you've got something to say over this video. If you'd like to subscribe, it means you're going to get notified on more videos like this, which is where we're aimed to show you how to use the CAD skills that we've been teaching you. And that's how it works. So we're doing detailed sections at the moment, which is showing you how to do technical drawings for these kind of builds. We're doing architectural plans category, which is all about how to apply the skills, and of course we're doing tutorials on how to use the tools within CAD. So you're getting an all-around experience through how to use CAD. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Come and see us on the next video. Thank you.